Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you a detailed rundown on how to make your very own Terraria texture pack. I'll be showing you how to get started so that your texture pack can work, different programs you can use, and uploading it. Anyways, let's get started. Okay, here we are. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is actually to go to Google Chrome, due to the fact that the files cannot be opened regularly. Let me go ahead and show you that. Okay, so here we are in the content images. So you'll notice that all of these files are the .xnb files. Basically, unless you have some program that can open it, then you're not going to be able to do anything with this. It's basically useless for the moment. So we go to Google and old meme. Okay, so we go to Google and you have two options for getting your files. The first one is t-extract. This is the one that I usually use. This is the one that I usually use. I like to go with the .exe. So you just click that, and it opens as a file. You don't need to log in, by the way, to use it. You open. Here we go. Okay, so what it does is it takes your program files and it lets you choose a directory you can put it in. I like to go and take it into the resource packs itself, and I have a folder set specifically for this. So I already did it, so I'm not going to do it. So before you use the t-extract, actually, you're gonna want to go in here and remove fonts from the Terraria folders. You can just move it out to your desktop if you want, because t-extract is not able to handle the fonts and it will not go past it and get these files out for you. So after you're done using t-extract, you can just put it back in and it's good. The other extraction tool you can use is called t-convert. It's basically the same thing. I don't use it as often, but I believe it's able to move fonts also, just in case you want to change those also. Both of these can be found on the Terraria forums. All you need to do is go to Google and put either t-extract or t-convert, and these will both bring you straight to the page. Okay, so you've converted your items and you've moved them over. Where do you find the resource pack area? You're gonna go to Documents and go to My Games, Terraria, Resource Packs, and this is where you should have your texture packs at. So for the example that I showed earlier, I think I have moved it all here so that I can just take items from here and change them as I want, and then move them over to whatever area I want in this area. Okay, so now we have our files, and now we're gonna start making the texture pack. Now, what are you gonna want to do first? You're going to want to make a new folder. Name this however you like. I recommend naming it something similar or the same as the name of your texture pack so you don't lose it, just in case you plan on making more. For this example, I'm gonna go with this. It'll make more sense as we get further in the video. So, now that we have this, we're gonna go inside of here, create a folder that's called content. The C does need to be capitalized, otherwise it will not work. So next thing you're gonna do is go ahead and make a new text document. And we're gonna name this pack. Now this one does not need to be capitalized. Now we're gonna take it and rename it to .json so that it can be used as a line of text or code that the game can recognize, so that it can use this specific file as a texture pack. Now you're gonna open it up. Mine opens up in Notepad. Yes, Notepad does work. If you can't figure it out, you're gonna go to here, open with Notepad. If it doesn't have it here, you're gonna click more apps. It'll give you more options on what to use to open it. So we're gonna use Notepad, and it's gonna open up. So first, we're gonna start with some curly brackets. Oh, oops. And now I'm gonna go ahead and put the code in as needed. You can pause if you need to, but I will be going over what everything does. Okay, so here we are. So after the first curly bracket, you're gonna put the what are those? Quotations with name, and then the name you put. So the name you put here between these the name you put here between these quotations is what's going to be displayed as the name of the texture pack as in game. Let me show you that. So here's some of the examples of stuff I made earlier. I need to update my creator name because this was what I've been using, so I will show that later on in the video since I actually did plan to update something. Anyways, name that you saw on the text in the JSON file is what we'll enter here. Next, author. This is who you are. So the example you saw there, my old username that I used, that I've had for a long while. I'm changing it from Flare Blitz. Anyways, the King of Wales now. This is what will show up in the author description. The description. This is what you will see this on the Steam page. But you'll also see it if you click description. Basically, this is where you put all your different changes, notes, or anything else you want to put in. The version, you don't need to actually do anything with this. You can just change it whenever. If you don't put anything, it'll just put version 1.0, I think. You'll need to physically put your own number there if you want. Next is major and minor. These don't need to be capitalized. These do need to be capitalized. Anyways, for major, just put 1. For minor, put 0. I have no idea what these do. You could probably go to Google and find out. Now that we have this, we're gonna go ahead and save. So now, this should work. And it should register itself as a texture pack. Okay, so inside the content folder, you're gonna open it and you're gonna put another folder that says images. Remember to capitalize the I. Inside of here is everything that you're going to be changing. Essentially with this, your texture pack is all ready to go. You can start making any changes you want since you have your items that you can change. You can go ahead and get started. Anyways, let's get on to the next step. Different programs you can use. Now, there's actually a wide variety of stuff you can use. The first one that I'm sure most any professional could use is Photoshop. That's expensive though. The next one, it's free, it's called GIMP. That's basically Photoshop. The next one that I typically use for most other stuff is called Krita. It's basically like Photoshop, except it has a few less features. It's free to use, it's easy, and works great. So the one that I actually recommend for creating texture packs in Terraria is Sprite. This one. You do need to pay for it, but considering it's not all that costly, just $20. That's more or less a great investment, as you can use it for more stuff than just Terraria retexturing. It works great for making models and sprites for other different games, for example RPG Maker, and if you want to make your own video games, for example, it's a great tool. Now, a tool you can use but I do not recommend is Microsoft Paint. So the reason for that is, yes, you can upload little your photos here, but it doesn't let you have transparent backgrounds, and so when you put the sprite into the actual game, it's gonna be one big white square with whatever changes you had. It's not gonna look good. Now, on to making your model. You can choose basically anything in this. So what we're gonna use is the slap hand, a hard mode melee weapon. But you're saying, hey, there's way too many things to choose from in this. Like, look at this. I'm never gonna be able to find the slap hand through this. Well, what you can actually do is go to Google, and go to the wiki. So here it'll show you the file name, item ID 3258. You just go here, item underscore 3258, and here it is. Boom. It's that simple. So there's some things you're gonna have a hard time finding. For example, projectiles. An example of one of those hard to find projectiles. Let's see. So I used some in the Empress texture pack I made the other day. What is it? Oh, projectile 923. That's Empress's Sundance attack. The big attack that she does. That one. Anyways, if you want to find those, you just go to the wiki and you put projectile IDs. and this will show you every single item that's listed as a projectile, and it tells you where exactly you can find it from. So we're gonna go look for Empress. So what you can do is hit Control F, you'll get that, and put Empress, and then it'll give you everything related to the Empress. These little yellow lines will tell you where they are. As you can see, the Sundance. It works for the other bosses also. So, he's right here. Anyways, here's the Ice Mist, Lightning Orb, all of his attacks. There's a few more down here also. Yeah, anyways. Last example, Moon Lord. So here's a few of the things from the Moon Lord. Anyways. Let's get into making the actual model now. So, I will be using sprite. Sprite. And so the thing I will be changing is the slap hand. I'm gonna go ahead and open up here, resource packs, changing stuff, images, and now to find the file, we just simply put item underscore. I already forgot what it was. Item 3258. 3258.png, and then we skip. And so now we have the sprite here in front of us, and we can make any changes we want to. So for the AOK slap hand, I actually have the model already done. So I actually have the slap hand in a really old texture pack that I made a long time ago, but I basically dropped it because I didn't feel like doing it anymore. And it's the AOK slap hand. So I'm just gonna go over a quick little guide for this. So the way that Terraria sprites work, they run off of a 2x2 pixel grid. So this is 1 pixel right here, as you can see, 2x2. A simple concept. It's easier for the Terraria engine to see 2x2 pixels than it is for a regular 1 pixel. And that's what most people will call mixels. Now, I have no explanation to why, but some people will start a witch hunt on you if you include mixels into a texture pack. So like this. So just pretend it's the same color. This would be bizarrely difficult to see. However, some people do catch it, and then they'll throw a pretty large tantrum over it. So to keep yourself from being hunted, it's best to just keep a 2x2. Plus, a 2x2 looks nicer anyways, so I'll keep it with that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take this, Control C, Control V. Actually, boop, 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 boop. Okay, so we have the brand new item. We're gonna save as, so that it doesn't save like that in our changed folder. We're gonna go back to resource packs, and we're gonna go inside of images. And all you need to do is hit OK. So now we'll open this back up. And now the slap hand is changed. And it should be ready to be seen inside of Terraria. So let's go ahead and check it out. Okay, so here we have it, the AOK slap hand. We'll just go ahead and enable it. So quick reference. So the pack that you have on the top will more than likely be the one that's going to be seen and used. So say you have two texture packs that change the same thing, the one on top will be shown. And here it is, the slap hand. So since it's a melee weapon, you don't need to change the exact projectile. For flails and spears, you are going to need to change the projectile. Same as for the sights, throwing items, boomerangs, and yo-yos. Those are all projectiles. But as you can see, we now have an AOK slap hand. Okay, so you have your texture pack already. So what's the first thing you're gonna do? You're gonna go back to the folder, go to the, no, you're gonna go here, you're gonna create your file into a compressed zip folder. And so now you'll be able to take this and upload it to the forums. And so now we're getting into uploading your texture pack. Now, so the first area you can go ahead and upload your texture pack to is the Terraria forum page. So to find the exact texture pack page is pretty easy. You just put Terraria texture packs, and it'll be labeled as resource packs that you can go ahead and open, and it'll bring you straight to the forum page. Now, depending on what you're working on, or if you're done with it or you're still working through it, will depend on which of these you put in. Since we're done with the AOK slap hand, we're gonna go ahead and put it in released. So to be able to upload a texture pack, you do need to be registered with the forums. I'm gonna go ahead and log in now. So now we're gonna go ahead and post it. I'm gonna go ahead and just skip through here. Okay, now we are here. We got the texture pack done. I put in my spoilers, and now all we need to do is attach files, go back to resource packs, and we're going to attach our .zip. And now all we need to do is post thread. We can preview if we want. I usually do that. This is what it's gonna look like. Nice. And now we can post thread. Oh, that's new. Oh, look at that. Okay, so since this is a texture pack, we're gonna put texture pack. And now we can post it. Here it is. Texture pack. we can get it there. And now it's in resource packs. So we're done here. And now the next area we can upload to is the Steam Workshop. Let me get that set up right now. Okay, here we are, back to Terraria. Okay, Terraria should be fixed this time. I didn't realize that the settings were off. Anyways, let's go to the workshop. Use resources. Everything looks a-okay. Anyways, it's super simple. All I need to do is hit publish resource. Oh, wait. What is this we're missing? So you want to put an icon, don't you? So let's go add an icon. Okay, so for the icon, I'm actually gonna go ahead and use Krita for this. So we're gonna hit new file, and we're gonna wanna have a picture size that's 512 by 512. This is the maximum you can have. Anything smaller will just look like a smaller image in the icon. Anyways, we're gonna hit create, and now we have a square we can use. So what I'm gonna actually do is go ahead and open. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this, and I'm gonna take this image and move it over to the 512 by 512. See. And now we take it here, and we have it right here, super tiny hand. And I'm gonna go ahead and take it. Make it fit in there. It looks blurry, that's okay. I don't feel like going into depth with this. But we can simply go ahead and save as resource packs. We will go in here. No, okay. And so where the content folder is, the JSON file will also be here. You're gonna go ahead and take that and put icon.png. Save, hit OK, and we're done here. No. And if we look, now if we look inside of the folder, we can see icon is here. Remember to capitalize it. Capitals are important. Let's go ahead and open Terraria, and now it should have the icon. And so we're all good to go. We just need to hit publish resource packs, and now we can go ahead and publish the AOK resource pack. If you want to put in an image, you go here. It'll open a folder for you, and so you can go ahead and go to resource packs, AOK, and put the icon in, and now it should be there. Basically, on the Steam Workshop, this should be where you can see it. So we're gonna go ahead and put some tags so that it can be able to be found easier. Go ahead and set it to public if you want everyone to see it, friends only for your friends, and private if you just wanted it to be there. So pop culture, fun, silly, other. And so now we can go ahead and publish it. And so now it's on the Steam page. And so basically it's ready to go, it's on there, anyone can get it now. So you want to update your texture pack, but you don't know how. So let me go ahead and get into that right now. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is actually update the Empress texture pack. I'm gonna open this, put in version 0.2, and we're gonna go ahead and change this to the actual name. And now we're gonna go ahead and hit save, and that should do it. Workshop, use resources, and I messed up. Okay, let's go back. So I'm not changing version. Okay, and now it's updated. Okay. Okay, that might be where I went wrong. Okay, so this is a learning experience for me. I figured out what the major and minor does. So, version is actually tied to the major and minor. So now, to have the updated version, which is basically just this here, it's version 1.1 now, instead of 1.0. Okay, so now that I changed everything I wanted to, I'm gonna go ahead and go back into the game and see if it changed it real quick. Okay, so now I have version 1.1 changed to fit with current name, changed from original to this, so back. And so now to update a previous folder we've had, we're gonna go ahead and hit this. Have it there, private. Nope, we wanted to go public. Icon, and so now this should update it. Yep, everything is here. And it should be good to go. Anyways, that's basically everything, or most everything you need to know about Terraria texture packs, how to create them, how to publish them, and how to update them when you've made changes to it. Anyways, if you've liked the video, consider liking it. I mean, you've made it this far, you may as well. Also subscribe, I'd like more of those. Leave a comment also if you want me to make any more tutorials or whatnot. This was a relatively fun video to make. Anyways, have a good night!